let's talk about the most important invention in human history. Not the wheel, not electricity, not even sliced bread, which is honestly overrated. I mean the toilet. Humanity's porcelain superhero, the one device standing between civilization and total biological collapse. For most of human history, there was no bathroom. There was just outside. Everywhere was outside. Pooping was basically a mobile hobby. Early humans did their business in the woods, which was fine because trees don't judge you. But then we built cities, and cities became massive open-air toilets with walls. Let's visit medieval Europe, the setting of 90% of bad smells in human history. People lived in tight, overcrowded neighborhoods and handled waste using the most advanced sanitation system of the time, the nearest window. Every morning you might hear the pleasant sound of a chamber pot being dumped directly onto the street. Residents would yell, "Gardy Lou," which roughly translates to move or become part of the problem. And the engineering solution to this? Absolutely none. Zero. If you asked a medieval engineer for advice, he'd probably hand you a bucket and say, "Good luck." Meanwhile, ancient Rome, shining beacon of early engineering, had public toilets that were architectural masterpieces, with one major design flaw: they forgot about privacy. Roman toilets were long marble benches with multiple holes. No partitions, no dividers, no dignity, just you, your friends, and a conversation you will never recover from. And toilet paper. Oh, you sweet summer child. They had a communal sponge on a stick. Communal. One sponge. Many people. That's the kind of shared experience that builds empires. In diseases, Rome fell. And honestly, I'm starting to understand why. Jump to the 1800s, when cities got so crowded that waste disposal became less of a problem and more of a biblical curse. In London, sewage was dumped straight into the Thames. The same river people drank from was a self-replenishing smoothie of disaster. Things got so bad in 1858 that the stench became a national crisis called the Great Stink. The smell was so intense, it shut down the British government. Politicians tried soaking curtains in chemicals to survive meetings. A timeless metaphor. Enter Joseph Bazalgette, the civil engineer who looked at the situation and said, "Fine, I'll fix the whole city myself." He designed a sewer network so massive, so brilliant, so ahead of its time, that London still uses it today. He even doubled the required pipe size because he didn't trust politicians to plan for the future. A man after every engineer's heart. Bazalgette didn't just build sewers, he built civilization with drainage. Without him, London would have been one big puddle of historical regrets. Now let's talk toilets, the actual porcelain champions. Early flush toilets were invented in the 1500s, but nobody used them because they required both water and intelligence, two things Europe was rationing at the time. Then came the S-trap, which used a curved pipe to keep sewer gases from creeping back into the house like unwanted guests. It was the plumbing version of locking your door and pretending you're not home. Modern toilets. They're hydraulic masterpieces, tanks calibrated to the millimeter, siphon jets engineered for maximum yeeting power, and bowls shaped by fluid dynamic equations that look like wizard math. And we just sit on them, casually, scrolling our phones, playing Candy Crush on top of humanity's most underrated invention. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Toilets save more lives than vaccines, antibiotics, and every doctor from 5000 BC to last Tuesday. Without toilets and sewers, modern cities could not exist. Hospitals would be disaster zones, and every street would smell like the world's saddest chili cook-off. The toilet didn't just make life more comfortable, it made life possible. So the next time you flush, remember, you're witnessing the quiet perfection of engineering. Water pressure, vacuum siphons, gravity, a porcelain throne protecting you from a lifetime of dysentery and awkward street puddles. Give it a nod, a salute, a moment of gratitude. Because the toilet didn't just change your bathroom, it saved civilization.
Redline Archives. Hidden histories of everyday things.